All right, so today we're checking out more Band-Maid. This is Real Existence. Okay. Woohoo! Band-Maid. Fucking Band-Maid. I mean, they started out thrashing us, killer badass riffs, and then they break out into what I believe is the verse, and the real star of that section is, honestly, I think it's Konami. She's got these little intricate lead pieces that are sticking out to me underneath. I mean, everything else is grinding. Just everybody's going and kicking ass, right? But she's just got some very almost synthy like stuff happening underneath. I'll point that out as we come back to it, but we're just going to go ahead and relive that. I mean, this could have been written by a thrash band. That riff is absolutely a thrash riff. Band-Maid. Okay, more stuff starting to stick out. Miku, I believe. You know what? We need to go back because I need who's playing that band. I believe that is. I think that is actually Konami playing that part. Let me see if I can visualize and see it here. Yeah, and then Miku, because I'm recognizing the guitars now because you told me, hey, anytime you can't tell, we've got Paul Reed Smith, which is Konami, and then Miku's got that classic, I think, silver front guitar. Listen to some of the rhythm stuff she's doing. It's really chopped up. I want to see if I heard that right, but they're both absolutely crushing little tiny intricacies, little tiny things. I'm getting better at listening to Band-Maid. I've said this before. Band-Maid will make you a better listener of music, whether you like it or don't like it, love it, whatever it may be. And you don't have to love everything they do. That's the best part about Band-Maid is they've got something for everybody. But it will make you a better listener of music if you'll just take the time and listen to it. Right there. That's some Miku. That's some Miku. I know she's 5-6 years in her playing or whatever. I don't know what she was at this period of time, but it's not overly impressive. It's not, but she could have just laid back, or Konami could have written that. Whoever does the writing, they could have written that to just stay simple in the background. But they break it up enough and they make it just interesting enough for most people listening to just like it and not really realize it's happening. But it's a very small, tiny thing, just like Konami's lead stuff coming up. It's off time. It's almost a dragging type of stop riff, muted riff here. I'm gonna listen to it again. And then she joins that main riff, just in a lower tone, setting more of a rhythm to it. Miss Miku's getting pretty okay at the guitar, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes the neat little stuff that Konami's doing underneath. It could possibly be a track, I guess, because I know they use some tracks, which is fine. I don't see her, but I don't think it is. I think it's her. Did any of you catch Miku tuning her guitar? She's mid-song here. I'm trying to figure out and try to hear it and listen where it's placed, but I didn't hear her drop out or anything like that. But she is definitely making an adjustment to a tune here. Let's check it. Okay, and I've never heard this song before, but there's a da-na, da-na, and I think I heard her drop out right there, where she's trying to make that little tune happen. I know. He's geeking out already. This is what I do, ladies and gentlemen. I may be wrong, but she definitely pulled off the tune for a second. You just catch it visually, but it caught my eye. Doing it live sucks too. I've had to do it a couple of times, and it's just not. I'm not quick at it for whatever reason, because I'm very precise with it. Look, she got out, did what she needed to do, got right back in. We are 40 seconds into this song. Strap in. If you thought this was quick, I'm not your guy. I don't know what to tell you. I could take the low road and just make every 5-minute long video a 7-minute long reaction video and just walk out, but I don't. What are we doing this for? Yeah, strap in for the ride. You might want to save this for later, because this is a 4-minute long song. We're 40 seconds in, which is about 10% of the way through at this point in time, and I'm a solid 5 minutes deep. I've already geeked out on 3 different things. There's some like cool pick scraping stuff. I don't know if there's a whammy being used, if it's a pick scrape up by the bridge, or what she's specifically doing there, but a really cool little effect. It's something that just rant. It just sticks out for like one beat of the song. You hear it all the time, but you don't know you're hearing it. Back to the thrash. It's not the same riff, though. It's almost the same riff, but it's a little different. It's not the same. It's almost the same. I am genuinely curious. So for the super fans or the instrumentalists that are out there, they never go to Konami. When I hear that, it's almost, I mean, it's definitely got some sort of effect on it. It could easily be guitar with an effect. I'm just curious as to whether or not, is it not guitar? If you know, let me know. It doesn't matter to me if it is or not, by the way. I have the question and they're not answering the question. They'll probably answer it in like 30 seconds on the video, but I need to know. I hear it. I want to know where it's coming from. I think it's in the track. I'm sure it's played by Konami, but I think it's in the track because I believe they're both playing the same rhythm section. Yeah, it's definitely in the track because I'm watching her hands. She is definitely playing along to the rhythm section of the song and not doing the underlying lead stuff. So that's cool. I'm assuming it's some sort of synth or some sort of synth effect she's put on a guitar underneath. I think it's great. Adds to the song. I have no problem with tracks being used live, by the way. I have no problem when bands don't use them either. I'd hate to have a band have to like cancel a show because their laptops were missing or something like that. But I don't think they'd have to do that because they'd just be like, all right, well, we're just going to count to 4 and we're going to go. They can do that. She's probably played that in the track, which probably really helps the overall meatiness of the sound that they're getting live here. So I don't have any issues with it at all. I just, if you're new here, I geek out on weird stuff like that. I hear things that some people don't hear. I don't hear everything by any means, but it's just, you just never know what sound is going to catch me. And if it's a sound that I can't see, it almost always will just bug the crap out of me the whole song. So I'm glad I got to see that. Question answered. Thank you very much, Freeze Frame. Not a bad vocal from Miku. Usually what I hear from her is in the upper, more thin register, and there wasn't too much of a dynamic between the two. They definitely had different voices, but I wasn't expecting them to pan over to her and her deliver that line. Yeah, good tone. Do it again. Always interesting guitar solos from Konami. Sometimes they're too short. They're never too long. Sometimes they're a little bit more structured and disciplined. And some are just a little bit less technical and just shreddy. That goes in spirit with the shred. I thought I was about to have a moment where we were going to have to break off. Maybe we'll just do it. The intro or the prelude or the pre-solo, whatever we want to call it. They kind of broke down pretty good for me, and Misa's bass was really, really hot in the mix, and she was breaking down something different, and they all kind of started stacking differently upon each other. I thought we were going to have one like massive solo section that I needed to break down into multiple pieces and look at each person. But I do want to pay attention to Misa here real quick. As this builds up. Okay, so she ends up just joining Miku with the main riff. But I thought we were about to have some crazy section where I was going to have to focus on her for 30 seconds, then her, but it ended up breaking out into Konami just thrashing my face with a guitar solo. And Akane's just back there beating the crap out of the drums. You guys have told me about how she's got this perfect wrist technique. I'm not a drummer, don't know. Usually when I see drums getting hit hard, there's usually got to be I have to put like my whole body into the damn thing. She's just back there just pounding the drums, completely laughing, smiling, just absolutely providing spirit to the whole stage. As it's just the easiest thing in the world to her. She just makes it look like the simplest thing in the world to do. She even keeps her hat on and shit. Like, that hat would be the hat would have been gone songs ago. I like how they give you a thrash followed by a breakdown. In essence, they give you a little bit of halftime. So let's talk about Akane. Listen to just the change. It's not overly hard to do because I hear a lot of drummers do it, but just well-written part. You listen to the entire song at this point in time, and she's about to thrash the crap out of us with the guitar. Listen to the change at the drums. Feet are double bassing. We're getting really into it. She's just picks up the beat, really goes along with the solo. Killing it. Well done. And you know what? I'll give her credit where credit's due if I don't do it enough. Miku has come a long way on the guitar. That's not doing it live in that environment. I think the last video that I did of theirs I talked about was this show. It's very different. This would be a very difficult show to see in. There's a lot of light activity. It's a very dark room. I think it's a lot of you mentioned that they did some practicing blindfolded for that stuff. But she's got some chops. You know, she's in a short time come a long way to be able to go from not playing guitar to being able to play great thrash riffs like this and all the other stuff that she does. And to do it as well as she does and to do it in front of a lot of people. I mean, that's drive. That's grit. That's determination. That's somebody who says, I'm talented and I'm betting on my damn self and I'm going to win. And she did. Look at these ladies. She did that. She bet on her damn self and she's killing it. I want to talk about a couple things. What are we, like 30 minutes into the video probably at this point in time? If you're still here watching... you must be my people. Let's see. Let's talk about the intro and the ending. I want to see if it does the whole Band-Maid. It's different at the beginning or it's flipped. So people have said all their songs, intro and the beginning, are the same, just flipped and reversed. Others have now come and said, it's not all their songs. It's like 4. Let's listen. I tell you what, visually I could watch this intro kind of a lot. There's so much great energy coming out of it. Man, Miku is the star of this performance, and Miku doesn't make the star of a lot of the performances when I listen to Band-Maid. And that's no disrespect by any means. It just there's Lakushi sharing the stage with. It's all about what my ears geek out on, but visually, just confidence level, all those other things. The fact that Miku's playing this, and these are impressive, nice, badass thrash riffs to me. But she's also thrashing like a damn queen here. They all are, but I don't think maybe I just hadn't noticed because again, there's so much to digest when you listen to these and watch these videos for the first time ever. This is my first time ever with this. I also noticed something else new in this section of the song that's got me jazzed, and it's a mixed thing. But the I with the crowd, I think I reacted to it the first time we kind of went through it, but it didn't stick out as much to me. Now that I've heard it a few times, I'm now hearing more parts of it. Just watch the thrashiness. Miku just absolutely slays this. I mean, they're all thrashing, but yeah, I don't know. I guess that's just what I picked for this video. So back to the ending. Let's see if it's the same or even similar. I think it's similar, but back it up just a little bit more. They do confuse me with their hands a little bit. So if I got any of the riffs or anything confused with quick hand switches, just know I'm trying. But sometimes they don't show the body of the guitar and they only show the left hand. And I was just looking at Miku, then they go to a left hand and it turns out it's Konami's. And so help me out if I'm giving credit to the wrong place for any of these little parts. I think they're very similar. I don't notice a pattern of reversal, but I don't know the song well enough, I don't think, to just distinctualize that. There's some stuff I heard at the end I want to listen to again. I want to see if it's here. Okay, I'm going to go back to the ending here, and I want to see if what Konami's doing underneath is... I don't think it was there. I'm hearing something. Right out. Almost like another whammy or something again. God, I wish they'd just stay on Miku for a minute. All right. Well, I couldn't figure out what I was geeking out about. If you're still here, you're wanting to know too, because everybody else left. Where's the guitar solo? I think we just need to listen to that again, just to do it, and then I'll get out of here. I think you guys told me in one of the earlier videos. Is it normal for Psyche to go to Akane and try to get her to mess up? Don't they try to get her to mess up at least once during every show, or maybe a song? Like that's what they're back there doing. Somebody had mentioned. I think a few people had mentioned, like when she's back there having that extra fun and Psyche's back there. Usually they're back there trying to get her to mess up. I don't know if that's true or not, but if you can validate that, great. I'm just an old school thrash metal head. Always have been. Always will be. Band-Maid has made me a better listener of music in general. There are other bands I am appreciating more simply because I have listened to Band-Maid. I've said that multiple times now. I fully believe that. That being said, if you came over from another video and you've never checked these ladies out, I have an entire playlist. If you prefer to see it without all my commentary, feel free to check out the original links that are in the videos. But every single genre that you could possibly think of, for the most part, they can somehow do a little or a lot of, and you never know which song you're going to get which genre from. And you might not love everything, but I can tell you what, you'll certainly respect the hell out of it, and you'll love most of it. That's fucking Band-Maid. Go check it out. And for those maniacs that are in that Band-Maid family, I once again, especially if you're still here at this point in time in the video, thank you for having me.